Hello and welcome to another episode of Dailycricket presents CRICTALK with me, Mohammad Isam, ESPN Cricket Force Bangladesh correspondent, and with me is Atif Azam, CRICBuzz's Bangladesh correspondent. Welcome, Atif Bhai. It's been a difficult week for Bangladesh cricket.
Certainly it is.
Yeah. We'll go straight to the topic of interest, the Bangladesh team's defeat at the hands of UAE. They lost 2-1 in Sharjah. This was supposed to be a warm-up series ahead of bigger assignments like Pakistan, and then we have Sri Lanka and so on. Adib bhai, initial thoughts. When I was coming over to your place today, I was thinking what one word to attribute to this performance from Bangladesh. I have one word. Would you like to describe your feelings about this series?
I think it's embarrassing. To be honest, it's embarrassing. At the same time, I think that they were a bit overconfident, and like as you said, that this was supposed to be a preparation for them.
Yeah.
Probably they was carrying the same kind of mindset that it was some kind of preparation, because if you have seen the body language, then in the second game it was frustrating to see that kind of a body language. And the second thing that I want to mention is that we had a lot of hype for Nahid Rana.
Yeah.
And when he was brought down to earth in that manner, probably it sealed the series for Bangladesh, because they got a mental edge over the opponent in the second game when they started hitting Rana. The first over, the 18 runs over, and since that point of time, you can see how UAE was attacking against Bangladesh, because when their speed start has been taken in this manner, they know that they can take anything. And from a personal, and one thing that Bangladesh was doing is that they were always thinking of the Pakistan series. Probably did not think about it. I'm not sure whether they were totally prepared for this series or not. I mean, preparation means that all the datas, what kind of bowler they're going to face, what kind of batsman they're going to face, all those little datas, whether they have picked it or not, because from the second game onwards, it was UAE was the deserving win. And Isam, now I want to ask you one thing. Do you think after playing cricket for 25 years, can you give due as an excuse?
I was going to come to that. So there are two factors which really, you spoke about how embarrassing it was and how poor their body language was. Atif bhai, really, I'm sure you saw it in your office with your colleagues, and then you came home and watched the matches. They won the first game, but again, in that first game,
they were not convincing. Until the 18 over, UAE was very much on the match.
Despite Bangladesh scoring 191 and 206, they didn't look like they were playing a game of international cricket. You asked me about due. I heard what Haider Ali, but first I heard what Haider Ali had to say, the left arm spinner, playing only his third T20 for UAE. He's never taken a wicket in T20. So someone asked him from the UAE media team, I think, from the ECB's media team, about the wet ball. How does he manage? He said, I was just dunking the ball in a bucket of water and I was bowling, because he's been playing in Sharjah for such a long time. He knows that there's going to be dew. See, Bangladesh played in Sharjah last year against Afghanistan. One-day matches, they bowled second, or they saw Afghanistan struggling with the ball. Didn't they learn anything? Here's my point. How does a team operate with so little knowledge and information?
Exactly, that's
now,
the idea.
Look, two things, Atif bhai. You have played cricket for a long time, so I can discuss cricketing matters with you. Didn't you think that Mohammad Wasim or Asif Khan or Rahul Chopra were a little predictable?
Yeah.
You knew where they were going to hit. They have an arc. They have mid-on, mid-wicket. You are letting off-spinners bowl, left-arm spinners bowl into that box where they can just swing. And they kept giving them that. Okay, ball was wet, this, that. Then come with the fast bowlers. If Wasim or Mohammad Zohaib is playing an uppercut to you, I'm pretty sure that if he's going to play the uppercut, he knows how to play a cut shot. Nahid Rana, Saqib, Hassan Mahmood, they are giving them cut shots. That was my assessment of this bowling performance.
Yeah, I want to add one thing, that I was talking with another coach that from Rana's bowling is that probably Rana thought about where he's going to bowl when he was on the run-up. But when the batsman was changing his direction, then at that time, if you're a smart bowler, you change your mind. No, I'll not bowl that shot. But just because he had taken the decision that I'll bowl this a short one, he was not looking at the batsman where he is moving. He was rather focusing on the channel that he wants to bowl. But it's not test cricket. And another thing that someone was telling me that it is not test cricket. And you cannot Rana have pace, but everybody in the modern day know how to play pace.
Of course.
Because you see, they have created room for themselves.
Just using the pace.
Just using the pace. The way Rana operated. If he had bowled a bit fuller, then it would have been a different case. Isam, I was talking to another one, he was saying that in that kind of wicket, you need a bowler like Arafat Sani.
Dart bowler.
Just on the leg, bowl it hard.
Bowl it hard.
And don't give any room, just on the leg. That kind of bowler can... I mean, he was not saying that you pick out, he was saying that the mindset...
Of course.
And I totally agree, because Sheikh Mahdi's bowling skill has been really tested in this.
Absolutely.
That is one thing that we need to understand, that Sheikh Mahdi bowling in Mirpur or bowling in West Indies and bowling in those kind of wickets are two different things. I think Mirpur wicket and West Indies wicket are quite similar in the modern
It was
time.
Actually. It was a 140 wicket in yeah, of course, Kingstown. I remember, yes. Low scoring series. Yeah.
Remember, so bowling there and bowling in Mirpur is quite same. And this is very unfortunate for us to discuss this over and over again. Unless we have this mindset of producing good batting wickets, we won't be having good bowlers.
Absolutely, because batting wickets will test the bowlers and then they will understand what lengths to bowl. Atif bhai, stick to cricket, but there's another non-cricketing point or an outside point I want to discuss, but let's stick to cricket. Batting wise also, I think first match Parvez Hussain Imon scored 100 and Tanjeet scored a 50, but no one else really got to big scores. In the third game, everyone had an opportunity to save this innings, but the shot that Tauhid Hidayat played or... we have to talk about his throw as well at some point, but still...
I just ask you one question. From a cricketing point of view, if you are a captain of a side, and someone is not scoring runs, a top order batsman, then what would you usually say? You take your game deep.
Take it as deep as possible.
You take your game deep.
Yeah.
And someone others will hit from the other end.
You bat at one end.
Yeah. If the simple philosophy Litton could have grasped in his mind that, okay, let me play for 20 overs.
Yeah.
Let others strike from other ends. I'll not give up my wicket. Instead of me charging, and what Litton wanted to do is he wanted to release his pressure through shots.
Right.
Rather than this, if he had taken the game deep and batted till 15-16 over, he would be seeing the ball much bigger.
He would have been set by then. Then you can go up, score another 30
Exactly.
runs. Yeah.
He just wanted to, I think that from Litton's point of view, he just wanted to, he reacted. In fact, he should have planned his innings in such a manner that, okay, in the dressing room, okay, I'm not in runs, I'm struggling with runs. Litton is not in runs, but Litton is not struggling scoring ones and twos.
Exactly.
Let me get ones and twos. And let me get deep. Tanjeet, Imon, whoever is coming, go and hit from one end.
They've got a lot of hitters. Right
Exactly.
down to
so,
Rishad.
and by that time, the hitters are gone. Even if he is batting with Shamim or say another bowler, then Litton is set by that time. Then he would bat.
Litton is set, Atif bhai, and then the other batsman can see that Litton is set, will play.
Yeah. Exactly. This is a normal thing, but I think that in Bangladesh cricket, one of the worst thing that ever happened is that we have an aggressive mindset.
But aggressive mindset, Atif bhai, can be just a quick single as well.
Exactly.
It doesn't have to be... You're right.
Another question that I want to add is that by the time the tour ended, we'll be shifting over to the Pakistan series, by the time the tour ended, a big replacement took place. Mehdi Hasan Miraj got chance, was picked for
Shommu
Sarkar.
Sarkar. Your neighbor.
Okay, that's it. But do you think from selection point of view, how do you see this change?
Yeah, it doesn't quite make any sense to me because Shommu is an opening player and opening batter, and then you have Miraj who's an all-rounder. I think we heard that they wanted to bolster the bowling attack by first saying that he is not good enough as a bowler in T20s, and then you are saying he comes in, I think it suggests a lot about the lack of depth in Bangladesh cricket. You don't really have great replacements. The BPL doesn't really answer those questions at all. I also felt, Atif Bhai, that once you have dropped a guy like Mehdi Hassan, Miraj, you have to give him that opportunity to fight back into the team.
Exactly.
But then
his opportunity was he got the opportunity because he was picked by PSL. He's not playing for PSL.
he's not playing. He hasn't
But
played
because
for
he
him.
was picked for PSL, our selectors thought he must be having some kind of T20 credentials.
Unbelievable. Atif Bhai, another couple of things. When I was covering the second game, and towards the end, Shoriful had that overthrow. Tanjim Sakib couldn't get the ball down.
And the
Mohammedan
cinematic Tawhid Ridhoy.
Yeah, the fake throw. He should have been fined for that, or at least 4 or 5 runs or something, which the umpires didn't pick. When I see those things, I have this idea that, as I said at the start of the show, that Bangladesh cricketers operate with very little knowledge or information about the opposition. As I was saying, that whenever they're playing against a team that they don't really know, last year it happened once, United States, now it's United Arab Emirates. I'm thankful there's no United left that they can go and play. People are talking about Uganda as well. Like,
they can play with United Nations.
United Nations. Yeah. So seeing these things, it's embarrassing. But one word that I can tell you is they're clueless.
I think
Still clueless. Still so many years there. Why are they
I think
clueless?
that one thing that Bangladesh cricketers haven't developed like others is that game awareness.
Yeah.
It's a very, very important element every cricketer should have, because that throw of Tawhid, it should have been a first time throw.
Would have been finished. The match was Bangladesh's. If he had thrown first time, there was a run out because they were standing in the middle.
Exactly.
What was he thinking?
And
Do you have a answer to the question?
And the second thing is that from a cricketing point of view, when I'm going to throw for the first time, then my body movement, all my forces will be in the force. When he's stuck, then again if you want to throw, you have to regain the forces to get that ball there. So those 1 or 2 seconds, that made the changes. And another one thing that I want to ask you is that, do you think Tanjit Tamim, in the long run, how do you rate his batting in the long run? Because if you see his scores,
it's been a long time, Atif Bhai, that he's not been consistent. I think the big problem is when you ask about him, they just laugh as if you don't know what you're talking about. We can see he's not consistent. Parvez Imon, when he scored that 100, he looked like a batter who knew how to score 100. Tanjit Tamim looks to me like a batter who knows how to score a 50-60. He doesn't know after that what to do after that. He might get tired, or he doesn't have the muscle memory to take him to 100. I'm not blaming him, but he doesn't look like a batter like that. You have Shommo in the shed, you have Liton, you have Shanto also, which is a very strange decision not to play him. I don't know what they were trying to do. So I think, to answer your question, he doesn't quite fit into, maybe because Shommo was injured, that's why he was playing. You never know.
Oh, and day before yesterday, me and another senior journalist, Said was talking with our cricket office chairman in his office room.
Of course.
And he mentioned one thing that really looked quite surprising to me, that Bangladesh suffers the most when they play against lower opponents.
How?
Because they have a psychological barrier. When they are playing with higher opponents, higher ranked team, then they play in a free mindset.
It's a very good point made by someone, sorry interrupting you. It's a very good point made by someone who watches cricket on TV. But someone who's been with the team apparently for the last 9 months, if this is his analysis, then I'm sorry about
that. Because he was also saying that our team, the development of our team, there's a lot of loopholes in our development project. So I didn't ask him because he was talking with us. I didn't say anything because this man was with the development project for
many years.
Yeah. And the whole development structure has been created by him. Yeah. So if we now question the development structure, then we are actually pointing fingers on our own self, at least as far as he is concerned. Yeah. And when he is around, why would someone be so nervous against a team who is lower or...
As I said, normal fans can be nervous. A cricket team will think, oh my god, this is my chance. I'm going to score 100 and take a 5 wicket because this is my free. This is actually a better chance for me to do well. Just, accumulate as many runs and wickets. Atif bhai, last question to you. We are almost at the end of the show. Atif bhai, 2 points. Mustafiz NOC. What was the point of giving him NOC after one match? He bowled very well in that first game. Secondly, why add that third game? What did you think of it?
I think adding the third game is a year of the cricket operations. Brainchild of cricket operations. Probably one or two directors oppose that.
Okay.
So they wanted to add this game. As far as Mustafiz is concerned, they were playing a safe game with Mustafiz. They didn't want to rush him.
Right.
Then and they knew that if they had not given NOC to Mustafiz for Delhi, then it might have a repercussion as when it comes to their tour.
Right.
They know this.
You're right.
Isn't it?
Absolutely.
This is one thing, and the thing is that the third game, this is not on. Even I know for sure some of the cricketers who are going today in Pakistan are not totally mentally with the team.
Right.
Their body is moving because Ishan, that's very quite normal. Because they don't think Pakistan is safe.
That's a very concerning aspect of the team, especially if they're going there to play cricket. We don't want them to feel unsafe. I mean, I'm sure Pakistan Cricket Board and everyone is trying to provide them with the best security. But if someone is not comfortable, I think they should have thought twice and BCB should have asked them properly.
Yeah, because the BCB cricket office chairman himself said that Hyderabad is not going, but some of the other cricketers are reluctant, which I managed.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And the last question, to end this show, the last question, what is your prediction on Pakistan series?
I think Bangladesh has a lot of loopholes in the team, as our, using that word. A clueless team who lost to the UAE. I don't think Pakistan is a great place to go now in terms of cricket. They're going to get hammered. I'm sorry I'm predicting this, but it's probably going to be a 3-0. A very swift 3-0. We won't even have time to think.
Probably Pakistan is better prepared playing the PSL?
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Look at the team. They have got all the PSL form guys coming in. And if you don't use your brain, I'm sorry, you're not going to win any cricket match. If you're going to think that your ego or your reputation is going to win you games, it doesn't happen against UAE or USA. It's not going to happen in Pakistan.
And I think that Ishan, from the Pakistan side, let's decide about a couple of cricketers, and that includes Miraj. Whether Miraj is in the World Cup plan or not. If it's in about World Cup plan, then pick him. Then play him. Then keep him with it. It's not one, two, because it's very sad to see that you are picking Miraj. You are thinking, just as you mentioned, that they are bolstering there. Don't you know? Or you think that in Pakistan you need a different set of bowlers? Or the UAE laws have changed your total mindset. Now you are playing with plan B. What happened? This should be answered.
But Atif bhai, I think plan B was used in UAE. Now you have plan C. Because there's no Taskin.
Yeah.
You didn't have Mustafiz for the last 2 games. So that's plan B for you. And then you now have plan C. Now having Miraj in the bowling lineup is plan C. And I don't see him bowling 4 overs. I don't foresee him bowling 4 overs. So I don't know. It's a lot of confusion. As you said, it's embarrassing. As I said, it was very clueless of how they played cricket. This is not going to be great viewing for our fans, but that's how it is in Bangladesh cricket these days. It's in decline, and we are really concerned about it. But I don't think the people who are in charge, I think you'll agree with it, I don't think they're really focused in the right way. This is Muhammad Isam and Atif Azam coming to you from Daily Cricket Presents CRICTALK. We will be back to you next week. We will be regular from now, and as we have promised.
On Sunday.
Every Sunday you'll get to see us on Facebook and on YouTube. Thank you very much.